We're sharing, Women of Noor is a women empowerment group. It is a place on Facebook that I created, around 5 years ago. And I think, Mamoona, you've been on the group from the beginning.
Yeah.
And the women empowerment group for me was just simply creating a safe place where I could express my thoughts. And I myself feel that I'm a strong, courageous woman, and I felt that sometimes I had difficulty, when I see other people, and I would feel that why are women not able to lift themselves and empower themselves. And I think for me, creating this platform of Women of Noor was that place. It was created by with me and two other friends, and a safe place where we could express ourselves, our thoughts, especially because just to be authentic, to be able to express what you feel and not worry about what other people are thinking. And with that, I want to welcome Mamoona Khan on the show, on my podcast, Heart to Heart. Welcome, Mamoona. How are you?
Good. Thank you, Saima, for having me on.
Absolutely. So we've started, sharing stories of I feel courageous women who have the strength and the resilience to put themselves first, to put themselves where they realize that their feelings and they matter. They love themselves enough to want to bring change. And the platform is not the podcast is not about bashing men, or that's not the intention. The intention is simply to show that in order for you to find your voice, to be authentic, to be true to yourself, you do have to find that inner courage to stand up to whoever is not in sync with you and tell them that something is wrong. I'm on the wrong track. Maybe our journeys are not meant to be together. And then you try to find yourself and build yourself, and you become an example for other women as well. So, Mamoona, how about before we move forward, I give you the screen so you introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Mamoona Khan, and I am a single mom, and I have two beautiful kids. One is 10, Noor, and I have a son who's 18, Murad. And I'm a licensed professional counselor. I'll just give you a brief history, or else we could go on forever. So I was born in Karachi, Pakistan, and I moved from there when I was like 3 years old because my dad was in the oil business. So we moved to Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, for just a few years. And then my dad decided that, he's going to move the family here to the US and Plano. And so I've been in Plano all this time since 1980. So went to Plano schools. My kids, it's kind of cool. My kids are going to Plano schools. And I graduated with a degree in psychology. And my childhood was probably the most amazing time of my life. And I was a daddy's girl. And so my dad was in Switzerland. And so every summer I got to go play in Europe. And was very fortunate, and I have 3 siblings. And then as far as school went, I decided I wanted to major in psychology because I have always felt like since a very young age that people find it very easy to talk to me. So even now, like I'll go somewhere and my kids make fun of me, like nobody knows what I do for a living, and they'll start telling me like, hey, this is happening in my life and this is happening in my life. And my son will always tell me like, Mom, cut him short, you already worked and stuff like that, like you don't have to go on and help everybody. But I feel like the world that we're living in right now, I think it's extremely important for women to help other women. And by no means am I saying that men don't need help. Men need help as well. And by no means am I saying that, we need to empower women so that we could treat men badly. No. I think it's very important to teach our kids that both parties are extremely important, like female and male. Like there are certain things that male can naturally do that we have to work really hard to do. And there are certain things that we can do very easily that it doesn't come as easy for
I mean,
them.
both genders are different, right?
Well,
They have
yes,
different roles, and
different strengths.
they can work with each other, with each
Yeah.
other's strengths and weaknesses.
Yes, different strengths. And I think what happened was like with women empowerment, I think what happened was like, this is just my opinion. I think that our parents' generation and their parents' generation, it was more like, you get married and you stay with the person, good or bad, right? And so I think a lot of women may have stayed, or a lot of men may have stayed because of the pressure of kids and society. Society is a big thing. And but now I think our generation is kind of realizing that, okay, well, I can tell you my story. Is that okay, Saima? I don't know.
Of course.
Okay, so I got married to a physician in 2002, and it was a very I met him. It's so funny. I met him at a psych hospital because I was working at a psych hospital as a therapist.